Hello guys, my name is Kimmy and welcome back to my channel Jolvie, which is all about mental health and self-improvement and developing healthy habits to get rid of depression for good. And if that resonates with you, I hope you subscribe because I'd love for you to continue to watch my videos. And I'm spilling my lemon water over my pants, but yes, I hope you stay for a while and keep watching. So I wanted to make this video for a while. It's all about what I think the opposite of depression is. And I know this might seem like a weird topic for a video, but I think it's pretty helpful, for me at least, because I know that a lot of times people can think that when they're depressed, there's nothing they can do about it. I've noticed this attitude a lot in forums I visit. A lot of places can seem very ruminating and negative, which makes sense. But I think that the issue is that the attitudes that are fueling a mindset that makes you feel like you can't do anything to better your situation, that is the depression talking. And I've come to the conclusion recently that I've figured out what, for me, is the opposite of depression. And that might seem strange to say the opposite of depression, like, what's the opposite of depression? But for me, I've realized that it's actually a pretty simple thing. That I was hanging out with my friend Mezzy, who I actually met through this YouTube channel. She stumbled on one of my videos and we realized that we live really close to each other, so we went and hung out. And I was explaining to her that for my November mental health challenge for myself, I was going to try to eat more healthy and not do it in like an overbearing, do it perfectly wah 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 way. I just wanted to do it in a way that was sustainable. To think more about what I'm eating before I eat it. To be like, is this healthy? Do I need to be eating this? Am I hungry? Is this the kind of thing I want to be eating? And just think more about what can I do in my day-to-day life to make my lifestyle more active, so I'm getting more exercise without having to go to the gym, just walking more, being a more active person. And then she said something that I thought made a lot of sense. She said, oh, so you just want to eat more intentionally and make more intentional choices about what you're eating and stuff. And I thought, actually, that's a really good way of saying the kind of mindset that I think is the opposite of depression. And I think that it can really help to identify this, because sometimes when we're depressed, we feel like we've lost our old self, we aren't as confident anymore, we aren't the same person, we aren't as vibrant, and we don't know how to get that back. And I think it's actually a lot of the time more simple than we think it is to kind of slowly inch our way back to that space. And I think for me, the opposite of depression is being intentional. And the reason for that is that I think that when we're depressed, we are completely overwhelmed by apathy, and we don't have any sort of intentional kind of way of living. Like, we're just kind of flowing through nothing in a way. We're just kind of food for me when I'm depressed. I'm not intentional with it at all. I just eat for comfort. I eat whatever I want in terms of my physical life. I'm just being a blob. I'm not moving. I have no intentional aspect to the way I'm living my life whatsoever. So I'm not thinking, what do I want? How do I want to get there? I'm just literally not being intentional whatsoever. So I've come to the conclusion that being intentional for me is the opposite of being depressed. And you might think, oh wait, like, how is this going to help me? Because when I'm depressed, I can't get myself to be intentional. Like, I can't just snap my fingers and be like, bam, now I'm intentional. I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to move my body, I'm going to be, you know, healthy again and not be depressed. Because that's not how it works, obviously. But here's how I've come to the conclusion that this could help myself, and maybe you, if this resonates with you, is that because being intentional to me is the opposite of being depressed, anything you decide to be intentional about is slowly reversing the mindset of depression. and you think, I want this because I want it, and I have a goal in mind to achieve. Even if it's just once I drink a glass of lemon water, I will have drank it and I will be hydrated. That is being intentional. And for me, it started with just something as simple as deciding to make my bed. And you can see my bed is not perfectly made, but it is kind of made. And recently I've been getting really into making my bed, which I never thought I would do ever, because I've never been a making your bed type of person. But I think it's been like a month now or so when I started to make my bed. I just decided that I wanted to clean my room first, actually. That's what happened. Is I decided that I really wanted my room to be clean. And then I made my bed. And this was back when I wasn't depressed. I haven't been depressed for quite a bit at this point. But I'm always kind of trying to not let that happen again. And I wasn't really feeling very good. I was just feeling kind of like, oh, I'm fine. You know, like I wasn't really feeling that good or generally excited about life. I was just kind of meh kind of situation. And at that moment, I just kind of decided to clean my room, make my bed. And then once I'd done that, my mind was clear in a way that it hadn't been clear in a while. Like it was like I had decided to clean my room. I had decided to make my room clean. My bed was made. And I all of a sudden was like, oh, maybe I will go on a walk. And it just kind of turned into this thing where when I decided to be intentional about something, it kind of led into something else and something else and something else, where it never would have started if I hadn't just made my bed that day. And it just kind of made me think like that being intentional and deciding to do something, anything that you want to do, that you think you want to achieve, no matter how small it is, will help you. Because I think that being depressed is when your brain just kind of, it becomes very stagnant in a way that doesn't allow you to see a future that you want to arrive at eventually. You're just kind of completely at a standstill and not moving forward. And being intentional and saying this is what I want, kind of, in a way, even if you're not really conscious of it, is making yourself more aware of that future that you want to eventually get to. Anyway, this is getting pretty long and confusing, but I hope it makes sense to you. If you have any thoughts on this, I would love to hear them in the comment section below. And yeah, just let me know any other videos you'd like to see, and I'll see you next time. Bye!